Okay, everybody, welcome back. We are in episode 7 of the campaign between Soviet invading forces and Iranian and Afghanistan rebels in the 1970s. So, we are going to go into our campaign. Now I'm looking at the screen now, and the campaign I'm looking at is Afghanistan 79, July 1979, Iran and USSR. And it says continue 2 of 15. Okay, so I suppose then that means we're in our second turn. Okay, well, now we know that. Okay, we're on the strategic map at this point. Our last battle was up in the northeast up here, north being to the top of the map. We have 3 other battle locations that we're concerned with. And this one in the bottom center looks like heavy Russian tank, and I'm not sure what this guy is. What is that? Rifles, guard rifles. Tanks. Now here, over in the upper right, more or less, or center right, is a tank column, 5 tank command, 1 platoon, 4 personnel, 16 HWs. Don't know what that means. So anyway, they're attacking this location. We have 1 tank battalion and 1 tank there. So, and they would be coming into our area. So that one we might have a chance at. This one we might have a chance at. So I think what we might do is attack here in the bottom of this left area, where we're actually attacking their area. And the reason being is that we want to, if we can, force these guys to pull off this unit at Bion and perhaps stop them from attacking this location down here. Clearly they have 1, 2, 3, they have 4 things it takes. This is probably armored cars. Probably, yeah. So if we could, anything we can do to limit the number of enemy forces coming into this area, because clearly they have us outmanned technologically and probably numerically as well. So anything we can do to pull that off, or pull their forces away from this attack, would be helpful. I am concerned because we don't have a lot here to do that with. Okay, so in this regard, we are going to do this attack. Let me get rid of this. We have supply. Oh, we have a lot of supplies. No, that's wonderful. Infantry. And more infantry. Curious, okay. Yeah, I'm never quite sure why I can't get them to go exactly where I want them to go. Well, it's because they seem to want to stay in these green areas for some reason. Okay, so keep you in the back here. I'm kind of worried that that unit was facing out to the southwest. Now, the question is whether or not these are mechanized or not. I don't plan to use these trucks. I'm more afraid these trucks will get into trouble. I can bring a couple down, maybe. Do it that way. So the point being is that our infantry units will go here. I'm going to have this unit head down to Granite 3 while we go to Granite. Well, the majority of the troops will be headed to Granite 4. I'm not... Also, another thing to consider is possibly taking Granite 5, and the point of that would be to create a linkage between our area over here, which is going to be under attack, and this area up here. Inevitably, that'll increase our supply lines and or make our supplies easier to get to. I think we'll try it. We'll send 2 units over there. Of course, there is a problem with, segregating your forces or separating your forces. But I think in this case, the bad part is I just don't know if we've got vehicles or not. If we have vehicles, then it's something that's doable. 2 troops, 4 platoons, infantry. I think we're going to have to assume we're not going to have vehicles, which means that they're going to have, at least from what I can tell from the strategic map, they're going to have armored vehicles, and they'll have cannon and heavy machine guns on them. So we could take a severe beating from that. We could lose as easily in that regard. But such as it is, I think this is what I want to do. Let's see. Let's put him here as a blocking force for our other supply trucks. We'll put him up here, so if I have to, I can withdraw them. Okay, so I think that's where I want to go with this, and we'll see. We're going to take him over here. The rest of you guys, here. Except for you. Okay, let's see what this looks like on the ground. Okay, so we're looking south now. There's Granite 2, that's our objective. And let's see what Granite 4 and 5 are. What the hell's that? 4 is our objective. Alright. And 2, what the hell's 2? 2, okay. 2 is what that's doing. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go back to this screen. Now, theoretically, they've got their orders, and I shouldn't have to do too much at this point, so let's see if that's true. Yep, they're moving. Now, theoretically, this guy is going over to Granite 5. And sure enough, they're all on foot. Interesting. See how this goes. Considering how it's gone in the past, I'd say it's not going to happen very well, but this is really rugged terrain over here. Interesting stuff. It may take them a while to get through Granite. You know, this area over here, because it is so rugged, well, and you can see it in his map, this would be an interesting area if we got attacked. It would be an interesting area to make, to hold, because it would make tank deployment, which is our enemy's strength, difficult to employ. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, this unit seems to be doing pretty good about getting to Granite 5. Key point is taken. Whoa. Sometimes the keyboard gets a little ahead of itself. We don't seem to want to go that way. So Granite 4 seems to have been taken. Okay. This guy doesn't seem to want to go to Granite 3. Okay. So I guess it's because this is just badass terrain over here in the upper left. He seems to be making progress. Let's see what he's doing. Alright, we're gonna... Whoa! That's a nasty looking place. Troops are continuing to advance, fairly dispersed, which is what I want. They've got a nice long deployment line there. This is the unit going to Granite 3. That's a nasty looking place there. So I'll have to remember this in the future. Yeah, I'm sure tanks could get through here, but let me tell you, it'd be a great place to ambush them. Especially over here. I mean, it's like a natural trench position. You know, if I had some light vehicles, boy, I could do some damage to them, I could send like 1 or 2 vehicles behind their lines, which is really what I want to do, is send units as far back to their main locations and raid their supply depots. And that would, of course, you know, draw forces away from their attacks and force them to defend their lines of supply. I mean, we should be able to do some damage to them from that regard. Let's go back to the strategic map. Boy, I wish I could speed up the game, but I know if I do that, it's gonna crash. Key point is taken. Alright. Wow, it wasn't even close to that. So it doesn't take much to take these points. Okay. We're going to have that guy continue to go down to Granite 1. Shouldn't take him more than a few days. I wonder why this guy is not moving. Likes his coffee. Yeah, nice wind effects. I think what I'll do is I'll bring one of the supply units down. To Granite 4. In anticipation, I don't want to bring both of them down because they'll be sitting ducks since we don't have any vehicles of our own except for the trucks. So at this point we've taken 3 key points. Let's see what this truck looks like, or whatever this thing is. These guys are on foot. There's no trucks here. They're hauling gear on their own. Jeez. Okay, well that's slightly different. If that's the case, then I'm going to bring up some of these units. Yeah, since I thought they were, well, I made an assumption that they were vehicles. Ah! Now, of course, the downside of this is that if they were in force, they could take these areas. You know what? I'm going to go over to Et 2 and see if I can take that. Why not grab some extra territory? It just will force them to try to take it back, or make them make it uncertain about where our position is, which is, the more confusion on their side, the better off we are. All right, go back to the tactical map. Jeez, you're on foot. Looks like there's 12 men in this group. At some point we're going to start to encounter the opposition, maybe. You know, that's the neat thing about this game is, you know, these battles seem to be pre-arranged, sort of, so to speak. But the reality of it is there's no absolute necessity that those guys are actually going to be there. I love the idea that we're like in a windstorm and such. This guy is up here moving off to Etna 2. It'll be interesting to see what we find. Stopped. Well, they're not moving. Enemy contact. Okay. Armored vehicles. While you guys do that, we're going to continue. Try to push on to our other objectives. Put him into this canyon. They're deploying their troops. Alright. Interesting. Panic. I don't doubt it. Their armored cars moving ahead. Boy, our boys are not going to be doing well here. There's just pretty much not much cover here. Captivity. Oh. See if we can take it. Enemy contact. Okay. It looks like they've got reinforcements coming up now. Alright, we've got these guys are not going to do well here. We need to move them out of here. I'm trying to get these guys to move up fast. There's the overview. We're going to still try to take those locations. These are kind of like symbolic, just to kind of keep the game, well, give the semblance of some control anyway, or at least having a meaningful. Key point is taken. Which one? All right. So we have done that. We're going to move off that way now. There are no other points to take. Whatever happened to this guy over here? Did he go back? Maybe they can't move over that way. I don't know. Alright, going back into the game. We have not been able to damage, as far as I can tell, we haven't been able to damage any of their units. Or their armored vehicles, anyway. Okay, so we've taken this point now, too. Let's see, what do we want to do? Let's go down in this wash here. It might give us some more cover. Oh, they're bringing a vehicle up. Yeah, we've got to get into cover. Okay, so our troops are taking cover in this wadi or wash. Armor vehicle coming up on them. This will allow us to get in a little closer contact with them, which obviously our troops probably aren't going to enjoy. But it'll give us a little cover so we're not actually being swept as much. This will give us... Ah, cool. Dude, Now we're fighting a little more effectively using the terrain. Thank goodness. Oh, our guys just surrendered. Okay, getting close, I can see, may not be the answer that I was kind of hoping for. Oh, my. Is there anybody left? There's nobody left. Okay, well, I think these guys had better bug out. Let's go to our map here, because I don't think we have any troops left. I think I've ordered those guys to retreat. And this guy never did leave his little happy place here. We're going to offer a ceasefire. Okay, well they're obviously pursuing us. Oh, they've taken Granite 4 back. Well, we damaged them a little bit. Certainly gave them a bit of a headache, maybe. Maybe not. Let's see, who is this guy? That's one of our guys, alright. Well, one could have wished that it would have gone differently, but we learned something. Of course, the real question is, how do we learn how to get out of this game? And you can see that they may not be content with wiping us out. They want to take back, too. Which would, of course, be my desire if I was in their place. It's hard to avoid enemy contact when they can drive faster than you can. Yeah, I'm not sure how I could have done any better. We used the washes for cover, but still, with machine guns and small cannons on the armored cars, that's a hard one to do. Not sure that we could have done much better than that. Let's go over here to these guys and see. Let's get these guys tucked in. Give them a little cover anyway. Okay, we're kind of involved in a firefight here. These are our supply troops. At least they've got bunkers here that they can fight out of. That's something. Let's see who else can go into the bunkers. Okay. I wonder if it'd be... Yeah, those two guys are probably too far away. Well, they're actually not doing any good over there. Nope, they're running out of the... Well, yeah. Too bad. Ooh, at least he hit him. Wonder who shot at him. Ah, it's these guys here. Yeah, they can shoot into the side of the hill all they want. They ain't gonna do them any good. Although they'll scare the hell out of our guys. Nobody in these trenches. These are Soviet forces. We killed these guys. Oh, we made them pay. Somewhat. Enemy contact. Gosh. Okay. Well, I hope you've got some Hope you've got some RPGs and Molotov cocktails or something. I'm not sure what these supply guys can do. He's stuck. Oh, too bad. Is that one of our guys? You go, dude. Oh, bummer. This guy is still fighting it out here. That's Soviet soldier there. Shoot the sucker. Oh boy. Yeah, easy for me to say, right? He's throwing grenades. Ooh, he got out of his little hole. Okay, can't make too many assumptions about... is there any way that you guys can attack that thing? Oh. There's a couple more. Well, it's certainly been an interesting battle. Yeah, but... difficult to do anything when you don't have armor and cover. Oh, shoot, their vehicles just run off the map. Oops, that didn't look like it was a good thing. Alright, we're in our countdown. Achievement unlocked. Gold medal. Not sure what the achievement was. Got 15 medals for one battle. What is a medal? Respect Honor got the highest award. Oh, cool. And we got a draw. See, forces before battle were 52 for Iran, 423 for the USSR. Territory before battle 17, territory after battle 0. Territory before battle 3, territory after battle 21. Now, they say they got a 700% increase, so I got 109 casualties, they had 12, 40 killed, 5 killed, 2 wounded, missing 23. Vehicles damaged, nothing. Score 8, and they got 82. Achievements 2, they got 0 achievements. That was an interesting battle. Obviously, I think I probably would have been better off if I had just stayed in my trenches, but the objective was to attack those locations, so we did. And I think we did a good job of capturing those other points, even if temporarily. I'm not really sure what the objective was, though. Well, it was to take that territory, and we did. But the territory before battle, 17, and territory after battle, 0. So they took everything back, plus the rest. So, and I'm not so sure how that went. Anyway, it was an interesting mission. It didn't go well for us, although technically it was a draw. I consider those kinds of draws to be losses, but if we held them to a certain point and drew off forces from their attack on our other forces, then I think it was a success in that sense. Anyway, it was an interesting battle. Thank you for joining me. Like and subscribe if you get a chance, and we'll see you on the battlefield.